Bakit? Pinagmo-move. Wait lang po. Na nagmo-move. Okay. Wala pa rin. Okay, so my topic is all about the nucleotides and the nucleic acid. So, nucleic acid, naturally occurring chemical compound that serves as the main information carrying molecule of the cell and that directs the process of protein synthesis, thereby determining the inherited characteristics of every living thing. Nucleic acids are further defined by their ability to be broken down to yield phosphoric acid, sugars, and a mixture of organic bases, such as the purines and the pyrimidyls. There are two main classes of nucleic acids, which are the deoxyribonucleic acid, or the DNA, and the ribonucleic acid, RNA. That DNA is the master blueprint for life and constitutes the genetic material in all free living organisms and most viruses. RNA is the genetic material of certain viruses, but it is also found in all living cells, where it plays an important role in certain processes, such as the making of proteins. So, in other words, that nucleotides are the basic building blocks of nucleic acids, which includes the DNA and RNA. Each nucleotide consists of sugar, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. Nucleic acids stores and transmit genetic information, guiding cellular processes and heredity. The functions of our nucleic acids is responsible for the synthesis of protein in our body. The RNA is a vital component of protein synthesis. The loss of DNA content is linked to many diseases. DNA is an essential component required for transmitting genes from parents to offspring. All the information of a cell is stored in the DNA, and the DNA fingerprinting is a method used by forensic experts to determine paternity. It is also used for the identification of criminals. It has also played a major role in studies regarding biological evolution and the genetics. So going further with our nucleic acid, as we mentioned a while back, that there are two classes of involved, which is the DNA and the RNA. So as we see in our screen, that the deoxyribonucleic acid is a double-stranded and form a helix located in the nucleus, store genetic information, while the ribonucleic acid is a single strand that is located outside the nucleus. Our transfer genetic information, protein synthesis. So the DNA um going to what we call it RNA to protein dito po sa baba. That means that the DNA transcribed to RNA and translated to the protein synthesis. So this DNA and RNA are what we call it polymers, no? So makikita po natin mamaya dito na they are both polymers ang ating RNA and um, DNA. Going back with the DNA structure, as we see the structure that is composed of pentose sugar, phosphoric acid, and some cyclic bases containing nitrogen. The sugar present in DNA molecules. Saan na tayo? I don't know how to read this, ma'am. Please bear with me. Uh, that's two deoxyribose. The cyclic bases that have nitrogen in them are adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. These bases and their arrangement in the molecule of DNA play an important role in the storage of information from one generation to the next generation. So in the other part, there are several different types of the RNA, and each has a specific function. In ribosomal RNA, it is one of the components of ribosomes that are involved in protein synthesis. The transfer RNA is essential for the translation of the mRNA in protein synthesis. The microRNAs, it is the smallest among all RNA that helps in regulating expressions. And the messenger RNA, it is the RNA that's transcript rather, that is produced during DNA transcription. So the uh, the DNA and RNAs I've said a while back is are called polymers. Okay, meaning it's along repeating units of monomers. These monomers are the carbon, hydrogen, and the oxygen atom. Okay, so when it comes to DNA and RNA, these monomers are called the nucleotides. Okay, so the nucleotides has two classes also, which is the deoxynucleotide and the ribonucleotide. So in the deoxynucleotide, which contains deoxyribose, which the sugar uh, with a pentose ring and also contains nitrogen base attached to the one position of the pentose ring, and also contains the phosphate group, which is attached to carbon 5 position of the pentose ring, which is located outside the pentose ring. So the nucleotide which makes up RNA is called the ribonucleotide, and it contains a ribose sugar, which um include the pentose ring, and also contains nitrogenous base attached to the carbon 1 position and a phosphate ring to carbon 5 position po. So as we can see po dito, uh, magkaparehas lang naman po ito si deoxynucleotide and si ribonucleotides, okay, na mayroong nitrogenous base, the sugar, and the phosphate. But the difference between the ribose molecule and deoxyribose, in ribose, there are, I mean, ribose sugar has two um, hydroxyl group, which is attached to carbon 2, and carbon 3 position of the pentose ring, whereas deoxyribose only have one hydroxyl group, which is missing a hydroxyl group at carbon 2 position. Dito po. So wala lang po yung picture dito sa baba. So let's proceed with the nitrogenous bases. There are two types of our nitrogenous bases. We have the purines and the pyrimidines. So purines has a shorter name, but it has a larger structure because of this two double ring, and it has or have six atom ring numbered anti-clockwise, uh, which the adenine and the guanine. While in the pyrimidines, it is a single ring but a larger name, but it has a shorter structure. It has also six atom ring numbered clockwise, and it has thiamine, uracil, and cytosine. So in this part that we need to remember that in the purines, it has a shorter name but a larger structure. Um, there are six atom ring numbered anticlockwise and adenine and guanine, while in the pyrimidines, a larger name but shorter structure. Okay, so the difference between the DNA and the RNA, we in the DNA there is adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. While in the RNA, adenine, guanine, cytosine, and uracil. But the difference between the two is dito po sa pinakababa, yung uracil and the thymine. So let's look into the nitrogenous base formula of our purines. Okay, so basic structure, as we can see in the screen po, uh, there are six carbon ring and five carbon ring. So ito po yung una, one, two, three, four, five, and six. While in the other part is one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So there is a nitrogen atom attached, okay, here on the first position and in the three position. On the other carbon, five carbon ring, nitrogen atom found also in the seven position and nine position. So this is called the adenine. And in the ninth position, there is hydrogen atom um, attached to the nitrogen, and in the sixth ring, those this is no hydrogen atom. Okay, so in meaning there is no lone pair electron nitrogen in this part. So there is also double bond between position 2 and position 3, position 4 and 5, position uh 7 and 8. So this is the basic structure of our purines. So in guanine, basic feature is similar. No, no. They are similar also, but the difference is that there is additional double bond position in one carbon six in adenine. In each two group attached to carbon six position of adenine, whereas in guanine there is an uh, hydrogen two group attached to the carbon two position of six carbon ring. Yeah, in guanine. There is carbonyl group attached to carbon six position of our six ring. So when sugar attached to adenine, um, in this part, okay, uh, the adenine is supposed, I mean, when sugar attached to adenine or supposed guanine, it is important to remember that sugar molecule can be only attached to the position 9 of the five member ring, which is called the N9 position of the nitrogen atom in pu purine ring. Okay, so that is what we call the adenosine. Okay, so um, when sugar added to adenine, it is also called uh, adenosine. Okay, and when guanine added sugar called guanosine. So both this adenosine and guanosine attached of sugar or attached to sugar, and this is now what we call it nucleotides. And lastly, when phosphate group attached to sugar molecule, it becomes adenylate. It is called the nucleotide because a phosphate group added sugar, a molecule, okay, plus the nitrogenous base. So that is what we call it nucleotide. Same as true with the guanylate. So saan na ako? So looking back with the 5 prime dito na ako dati. So let's move on with the pyrimidines structure. So in the pyrimidines structure, there are 6 carbon rings, which is one atom where nitrogen is attached. There are 2 nitrogen atom and 4 carbon atom in the pyrimidine ring. There are bond in carbon 5 and 6. Okay, so same as true with the explanation a while back with the previous slide. Ganun po yung pagbasa or pag-attach po doon sa ating um, nucleoside and then the nucleotide. So in a summary po, quick revision, the DNA, okay, as we stated a while back that double stranded while RNA is single stranded. Um, DNA has deoxyribose sugar, and while RNA is ribose sugar, uh, DNA stores genetic information, and RNA transfer genetic information. So, nucleotides is a group or a phosphate group, a sugar molecule, and nitrogenous base. So, in the nitrogenous base, we have purines, which is a double ring and having adenine and guanine, while in the other one, the pyrimidines, is a single ring with cytosine, thymine, and uracil. So in the nitrogenous base, um, classified as adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, and uracil, while in the nucleoside, adenosine, guanosine, cytidine, thymidine, and uridine. In the nucleotide, adenylate or adenosine 5 monophosphate. In the guanine, guanylate or guanosine 5 monophosphate, while in the cytosine, citidylate or cytosine 5 monophosphate, in thymine, thymidylate or trimidine 5 monophosphate, and in uracil, we call it a uridylate or uridine 5 monophosphate. So, thank you po.
Okay, thank you, Sir Jomel. Let's give Sir Jomel naman a virtual clap. Sir Jomel is not bio or chemistry ang kanyang background.
Yes
So
po.
talaga nagpatulong pa siya sa two of his colleagues para maitawid itong presentation na ito. Thank you so much, Sir Jomel.
Thank you po,
With
ma'am.
I'll be, yes, sir?
Wala po, ma'am. Nagpatulong talaga ako kay Sir Neil po at saka Sir Dosa po kasi hindi ko po talaga alam po yung topic ko.
Good job, sir. Parang kaya-kaya, para kang chemistry or bio background din, na itawid mo naman siya.
Thank you
Papatawarin
so
ka
much.
naman nila ng classmates mo sa presentation mo. But sa akin, all goods na siya. So, addition to Sir Jomel's report for today, before we ask Sir Eric to do his part, siguro next meeting na si Sir Eric so that we can go home and rest earlier today. We'll just finish my presentation for module 2, and then you'll have the activity offline naman na. So we from ay Okay, so we start with what are nucleic acids. So, dahil nasa PhD level na tayo, we will skip yung most of the parts na I know for sure alam nyo na, pero kina Sir Jomel or kay Sir um, Eric siguro, they will have a hard time grasping pa yung mga yon. So, nucleic acids natin, we have these atoms, si Chont, so carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and P natin. So there are two types of nucleic acids, yung ating deoxyribonucleic acids and ribonucleic acids. So the building blocks are called blank. You can unmute if you want to tell me the answer, which are made up of three parts. So the building blocks are called blank, which are made up of three parts. Tatawag ba tayo or sasagot na lang ang mga chem majors dyan? Sige,
Nucleic
si Sir
acids?
Jomel daw ang sasagot. Dahil siya ang
Kaya
reporter.
Nucleic acid ba ba?
Building blocks are called blank, which are made up of three parts. Sige, Ma'am Cindy, unmute ka.
yeah, Doc, nucle
Nucleic.
building blocks are made of of a nucleotide, which is composed of the three parts. One is the nitrogen base, another is the five carbon sugar, and phosphoric acid.
Okay, so that's perfect, Ma'am Cindy. So the building blocks of nucleic acids are nucleotides, which are made up of these three parts. Yung ating sugar muna, which can be ribose or deoxyribose. And then we have our nitrogenous bases. Andito yung mga N natin. Si purine and pyrimidine. Kanina na-discuss ni Sir Jomel ito. And of course, the sour part, sour, yung maasim na part natin, the phosphate or the phosphoric acid. So, that's the simplest part of the nucleic acids, building blocks, nucleotides, made up of three. So, pag nakita niyo yung figure na yan, impunto alam niyo na agad. Meron tayong sugar, may nitrogenous base, at may phosphate group. So, we start with the nitrogenous bases. So, what are DNA nitrogenous bases and what are RNA nitrogenous bases? So, we have adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. So these are our DNA nitrogenous bases. Pag RNA naman, anong papalitan natin pag RNA?
Timing to
Okay,
uracil.
so wala tayong thymine pag RNA. So this is DNA only. So instead of thymine, ang meron tayo ay?
Uracil po.
Okay, so ang meron tayo ay uracil. So clear pa yon. So ito, so from those nitrogenous bases, yung ating adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, meron tayo dito tinatawag na purines and pyrimidine. So just by looking at it, dahil nandito na tayo sa level na to, sino sa kanila ang purines?
Left side, Doc.
Adenine and
Sa
guanine po.
left
Adenine and
side.
guanine.
O, adenine
AG.
and guanine. So, that's perfect. So, sa akin, ang ginagawa ko, kung sino yung mas sino yung may dalawang rings, siya yung purine. So, ang inaano ko dito ay puga 2, ang aking mnemonic dyan. So, dapat alam natin yan, lalo na yung mga nagtuturo ng biochem natin. So, kapag nakapikit tayo, alam dapat natin si purine, under dito meron tayong guanine and adenine, at meron siyang 2. Ano tong 2 na to?
Two rings?
Two rings.
Okay, meron siyang two rings. So, yung pyrimidine natin, mas mahaba yung pangalan niya, pero siya ay mas maliit. So, meron tayo dito si thymine, si cytosine, at si uracil. Now, we find it only sa ating RNA. Okay, so the bases always pair up in the same way. So a purine with a pyrimidine. So QR task natin kanina yan. So adenine forms a bond with thymine. Si adenine with thymine lang. And the cytosine bonds with guanine. So paano ba natin mas maaalala ito? So sa akin, I'll just share my mnemonic pero hindi, siguro sa iba, meron silang ibang ginagamit para mas maalala to. Sa akin is A22. So A22, sa amin no, hindi ko alam kung anong dialect, A2 is aso. So A22, the adenine always pairs up with thymine, adenine with thymine or uracil kasi ito. So wala pala tayo for uracil. And then the 2 here is, ano yung 2 dito? Ano kaya yung 2 sa aking emoji? A22. Meron bang may idea kung ano tong 2 sa aking mnemonic? So, mnemonics ko ay A22, adenine, binds with thymine, or yung uracil, and then merong 2. Yung 2 natin dito ay, this one, adenine always pairs with thymine with the help of your 2 hydrogen bonds. So, ito ay 2 hydrogen bonds. And then, itong cytosine natin, bonding with cytosine. Madali sa akin to kasi GC, no? Hindi siya group chat sa akin nung time na yun, but grade conscious. So, ito ay meron siyang 3 hydrogen bonds. So, this makes the 2 chains complementary to each other. So, at and grade conscious. So, adenine, thymine, and guanine, and cytosine. And pwede siyang pagpalitin, pagbaliktarin. So, this is the task given kanina kay Sir Eugene and very well explained naman yung why don't purines base pair with other purines or pyrimidines with other pyrimidines. So, number 1 dito, yung number 1 reason na binigay sa atin ni Sir Eugene kanina, which is yung size and structural complementarity. So sa size, kasi magkakaroon ng steric effect. So marami explain dun si Sir Eugene, but malaki si urine natin na isa, and then malaki din yung isa. So magkakaroon ng bulky or steric effect doon. So yung purine pyrimidine base pair optimizes also the number of hydrogen between the bases within a pair. So also, yung alignment ng mga atoms dun sa hydrogen bond, which was also discussed by Sir Eugene kanina. So those alignments strengthen the hydrogen bonds. So that's why yung ating base pairing, yung diameter of the double helix natin is constant. That may equal spacing between the two sugar phosphate backbones of the opposite strands. And ito ay maintained if purine and pyrimidine yung base pairing. This will not be maintained if dalawang pyrimidines or dalawang purines ang mag-pair. So sabi kanina ni Sir Eugene, the DNA helix stability, para sa DNA helix stability. So yan, si purines and pyrimidines natin, each base pair, meron tayong purine and pyrimidine. So again, si adenine natin will always bind with at thymine. Yung cytosine natin will pair with grade conscious yan. So, guanine. And then, again, kung si thymine, nagbaliktad yan, ang base pair niya ay si adenine. So, the stability of this double helix is due to yung interstrands natin, the hydrogen bonds mainly. So, meron din tayo, ito yung hydrogen bonding natin. Yan. And meron din tayong tinatawag na in intra-strand or what we call the van der Waals forces between the base pairs that are stuck up on each other. So, hindi lang siya hydrogen bonding dito. Meron din siya the stacking dito natin is ang meron naman tayong forces dito ay yung van der Waals. Okay, we are done with the first component of nucleic acids, which is your nitrogenous bases. Now we go to your sugars. So yung sugars natin, pentose yan. Pentose siya, 5 yung kanyang carbon na makikita. 4 yung carbon, yung isa oxygen. The shape of it is a pentose ring. And the hydroxyl part is where your nitrogenous bases attaches. Dito siya nag-attach. So, meron tayong sugar and then yung nitrogenous bases. So, the difference natin between DNA and RNA is yung sugar na meron tayo. One is deoxyribose and the other is ribose. So, alin dito ang deoxyribose, alin ang ribose?
Deoxy yung nasa right, ma'am.
Come again, Sir Eugene?
Deoxyribose po yung nasa right.
Nasa right is deoxyribose. So, ito yung tiningnan ni Sir Eugene natin. So, the difference between the two is in C2. Ito si C2 natin. There's no oxygen doon sa ating deoxyribose. Kaya deoxy, natanggal yung oxygen niya. So, the absence of the second, the hydroxyl group in this second carbon makes it more resistant to hydrolysis. That's why mas stable yung DNA natin. Kasi ayaw naman natin na-hydrolyze yung DNA compared sa ating RNA. Wait, this is the deoxyribose, not the DNA pala. Pero found in your DNA. So, yan. Sa atin. And then the third component, we're done with nitrogenous bases, we're done with sugars. We have the third one, yung phosphate natin, or what we call the sour side. This part makes the nucleic acids hydrophilic or water-loving. So, pinoposition niya yung sarili niya to the aqueous part. So, ito si phosphate natin. That's why nucleic acid, acid siya. Meron tayo nitong part na to ng nucleic acids. So, dun tayo sa na-explain kanina ni Sir Joms on the difference between nucleoside and nucleotide. So, remember that nitrogen base natin plus sugar is a nucleoside. And meron tayong bonding dito na very important, laging tinatanong. The linkage is via a blank bond which is always in beta configuration. Ano po yung bond na yan? Kanina may hydrogen bond na tayo between base pairs. Ito naman, between sugar and the nitrogenous base. Ano tong bond na to?
Glycosidic bond po.
Yes, Ma'am Melanie?
Glycosidic bond po.
Ma'am, hindi kita naririnig. Sorry.